our body contains, and it is human consciousness. It's the expression of human consciousness. It speaks, it listens, it delivers, and it carries us wherever we need to go. It takes care of us. I admire it, I think it, every day more and more. There is something that I really want to convey to people, and it's whoever's listening, is that the body is the final frontier. It's not out there somewhere. It's in the body. We need to go in the body to grow spiritually. It's in the body where we learn what we need to learn to expand our consciousness, and feeling comfortable in the body. It's really where it's at. I dialogue with the body because it's a dialogue. I hear it, I listen to it, I speak to it, it speaks back to me. So things are always happening in the present. And so consciousness, the way that I started to become informed that the body is my best friend and probably my greatest teacher of all, is that I started to listen to my body, and I started to realize that I am a steward of my body. I need to take care of it because it is constantly giving me feedback on what I'm doing right, or where I'm lacking, where I'm not giving enough, or where things are just not happening in the way that are supporting me. So then it's instant feedback, and I can feel the body. I respond emotionally. I have gut reactions, or I have even just the idea of sweating, the idea of body temperature, all of these things of the body. These are messages. So don't be afraid of what you might experience in the body. Don't feel afraid of experiencing pleasure and beauty and enjoying what it's like to be in the body. I'm not talking about being completely polarized by a selfish kind of drive of seeking only pleasure. I'm talking about something that is more fundamental than that, and it's true presence with your body, and being very honest about how your body feels for you and how you feel in your body, and recognizing that. To be a centered human being really means to live in the awareness of who you are, beyond personality. And asking the question, who am I? Can take years to answer, lifetimes, or it's one of these eternal questions. We can spend the rest of our life answering this, but it really is living with the question that is important, and not so much finding the answer, because it is these questions, these kinds of deep questions, that keep us in the center of our experience. But in any case, our own body, which is our greatest teacher, is constantly asking us to focus again, to bring us back to center, to what is important, to how am I taking care of what is my tool, my vehicle here. These are very, very real things, and the body is very real. and drawing our attention to that. And it doesn't mean being self-centered. It simply is a practice of paying attention. And paying attention to the body, that's our closest, that's what we have with us. And so it's just developing a practice of paying attention, being in the center, being in the moment, being mindful. This is being in the center. It is becoming friendly with the idea of feeling what it's like to be in the body, feeling, gaining a deeper insight into how we process emotions or thoughts. And this paying attention is, how do I understand certain triggers? What does it do to me? What do I think of? What am I feeling? Just these very, very basic questions that we live with, that we can continue to ask ourselves daily. So I would say, again, consciousness is a process of creation. It is, it's this igniting, this process of ignition. It is not something. It is, it's not a static thing. It's not something that can be contained. It is an experience. Consciousness is an experience of creation. It is how creation experiences itself, how it continues to receive feedback from itself and to continue to create.